Hi, my name is Arti Di Rosario and I'm the naturopath at Guts of the Matter. Today we're discussing gut health and what that refers to. The gut lining in our bodies is one cell layer thick, which is microscopic. It's very, very, very thin and delicate and very easily damaged. And it lines the entire, what we refer to as the gut, which starts at the mouth, onwards through the esophagus, into the stomach, small intestine, colon, and ending at the anus. Essentially, it's just a tube that goes all the way around. However, the important thing is that one cell layer is all that separates our insides, which are a sterile environment and very well controlled by various hormones and enzymes, from the outside world. So, as you can imagine, anything that we're putting into our mouth has to be vetted and made sure to be safe to enter our bodies. That's a pretty big job. And that job falls to a variety of factors within this gut. So if there is, if the integrity of the gut has been broken or damaged in any way, the gut can't perform this sorting out function. For example, a big problem is people with a wheat or a gluten sensitivity. If the gut lining is damaged or weakened in any way, large particles of food that we eat are slipping through instead of our body waiting for the food to be broken down into appropriate size molecules and checking that are we okay with this type of food. And as soon as these large particles are let through, they start causing a reaction, an allergic type reaction or an inflammatory type reaction, because our body's like, I don't think this is something that we're comfortable having within us, that we can cope with, or that belongs inside of us. We don't recognize it as something safe. So that's one way where our gut lining, if it isn't whole and healthy, can let us down and cause quite a disruption within the homeostatic environment of our body. There are various different methods of healing the gut lining, depending on what type of problems they are with it. The other part of gut health refers to the gut microbiome, which refers to all the bacteria that live within the colon, numbering in the trillions. They severely impact our immunity, our mental health and well-being, our physical health, well-being with regards to our weight, and all sorts of other factors. So making sure we keep them in a good balance, making sure we have the right types of bacteria in there, and of course the right numbers of each one is incredibly important. For example, if we, for some reason or the other, end up living on takeaway cooked processed foods for a month, certain bacteria will die off because they're not being provided with adequate fiber to feed them, or they're not being topped up as they naturally die off by us eating whole raw foods or other probiotic type foods. So once a certain species of bacteria dies off, or reduces in number at any rate, that leaves a sort of room available for somebody else to come in to that space. And if we've been eating food that potentially has too much of a type of bacteria that is not comfortable for our bodies, they might see that space and decide opportunistically to take over that space that's now available inside of our gut. Or even bacteria that live inside of our gut normally in controlled numbers, such as Candida or E. coli, if they see a spot that's available suddenly and a space to grow into, of course they're going to multiply their family and grow into that spot and overtake more of the gut than belongs to them, which then makes us ill. So those are the two items I refer to and that I go with treating as a first stop to help balance or rebalance or create some sense of order between our outside world and our inside world. I hope that was helpful.